What is a relationship? What is friendship? It's not two people that are single that decide, hey, we're both single, let's be together. And they start doing stuff like that. That doesn't make a relationship. A relationship is strongly founded on a strong friendship first. I don't think without a strong friendship or a strong foundation, you can have a relationship. And going into a relationship for the right reasons and not the wrong reasons. Don't just, like I said, be in a relationship because you're single and you're desperate for company, or you'll be homeless, or you're a poor piece of shit that wants someone just because they're money and a nice place to stay. That's the wrong reasons to get into a relationship. If you want to have a really good relationship from the start, is right from the start, you've got to be honest and open to each other. If both of you want the same things, it will work. If some of you don't want the same thing, then it won't work. See, for me, I don't want to date someone that does drugs because I have zero tolerance for that. And I want to be able to bring someone to meet my parents and my parents be like, oh yeah, she's a good catch. Not someone that's a bum, not someone that's going to just use me, because that's not what I look for in a relationship. I look for in a relationship, there's got to be some common interests. There's got to be honesty. It's not all about, who can, impress the other person with what they have. Take materialistic things aside, take money away. What does it leave the other person? If the person is a bum that just sits on their butt and does nothing all day and doesn't work and just does drugs and all that, that's not going to work. You want someone, whether you're male or female, that works, has a job, drives, someone that loves you for what's inside and not what's on the outside. And I think people these days, especially women, they know that if they look good, they can get any man anytime, they can have sex anytime, hook up anytime. But when they want a decent man, a decent relationship, and one is standing right in front of them, they can't see it. Because to them, it's all about their looks. It's all about, what guy can they wrap around their little finger. Since I've been single, and I've stayed single deliberately for a reason, is because I want to find someone that loves me for me, not what I have. It's like if you're in a relationship, you don't ask the other person for money. Your partner's bills are their bills. Your bills are your bills. You don't ask them for money. And that's like a friendship. If you want to be friends with someone, just because you think they've got a bit of money doesn't mean, you can go ask money. I know people that every day, whether it's Facebook or in life, they just ask people for money because they're too lazy to earn it themselves. They think, and it's mostly females that do it because they think because they got a beautiful body, the guy may feel a bit down and lonely. They target the guy's weaknesses. They target him and go, he'll do anything for a girl to show him any attention. So I'll be nice to him. I'll pretend to be his friend. I'll pretend to like him, give him some compliments. And then when I've got him wrapped around my little finger, I'll ask him for money. And they don't just ask once. They ask multiple times until the guy clicks, I'm in a life where I can stay single for the rest of my life. I gave up sex. I gave up kissing. I gave up relationships a year ago. I gave up everything. Kissing I only stopped a few months ago because I was like, I want to find someone special. To me, it's not like looking for another partner because they don't exist here where I live. I got some really good mates. Shout out goes to BW, Billsy. Shout out goes to Tyson. Those people that I work with, great guys, great legends. And anyone that I've forgotten, apologise. Most of my crew know who they are. But I look at those boys, I started off just like them. I was very entertaining. I got along with everybody. But I never took work serious. I always thought when I was working, I just wanted everyone to like me. And at that age, they've got so many years ahead of them. And if they put away all their money now, they could have a good future. I just hope that they don't make the same mistake I have. At the end of the day, women like guys with money and a job. And they'll take advantage of you guys if you've got that. If you've got looks and money, they'll be at your feet. Believe me. But be careful. I tell this to any young guy out there watching this vid. Be very careful. Because girls at the end of the day can manipulate you and they can use you. And when they're finished with you, you'll be left with a poor wallet, empty. You'll be left broken. And you'll be angry and upset. Don't let your vulnerability show. If you've got money, don't let anyone know you've got money. If you take everything to heart and too serious, if you let people get to you like that, then it'll be easier for people to walk all over you. See, a friendship, what I look for is someone that in good times and bad, I can pick up a phone and I can talk to. Someone that, will be there for me, not be there when they want me to be there. I know so many women that, they post on their Facebook, oh, I'm so sad, I'm so lonely. And it's like, that's attention seeking. Because if you had true friends, you wouldn't be going posting that stuff on Facebook or social media. You would just message your friend and be like, hey, look, I'm a bit lonely. Can I vent to you or something like that? I know this one stupid girl on my Facebook, all right? I knew for a very long time that she's going to get herself in trouble because this girl knows that she's top shit. She knows she's good looking and hot and everything. And she's always showing her ass and boobs on Facebook. And she had a partner. And, she's very flirty. And they broke up, right? And the first thing she says is, has anyone got a gun? Because I want to shoot myself. It's like, how immature are you over a guy when you probably were the one that was probably playing behind his back? It's not easy for a man to date a beautiful woman because he knows that if he's not good enough, she'll go to another person. It's like women that are in relationships. They always ask other blokes for money. How could you? Just because your partner won't give you money, you have the nerve to go ask another male for money. The moment you ask any bloke for money, that person will always have power over you. You may say, oh, but I'll pay you back. Some guys will be like, oh, you don't have to pay me back in money, but you can pay me back in other ways. A lot of girls make that same mistake. How many times you're on Facebook and you look at a girl saying, oh, I need a lift. We'll pay you $1 for lifts, right? What? So you can pick them up and drop them at some guy's place, or you pick them up with some guy and you take them somewhere? Like, what the fuck? That's disgraceful. Even if the girl's single, you leave yourself vulnerable out there for any guy to do whatever he wants and use it against you. See, I don't honestly believe there's a decent person that I know that I could have a relationship with here that will love me for me and accept me for me. Everyone that I seem to talk to only looks at me for like, oh, he's got money. And it's like, I have money because I work my ass off. I have a good job. I save my money. I don't blow it on drugs and alcohol. If I needed to borrow money, I would work a little bit harder. I would sacrifice things. Every day I see someone say on Facebook, they need money for their content. And it's like, I say to these girls, you do realize that most guys that are not losers can get that stuff for free. You can get anything in pictures for free. You can get anything in videos for free. It's all on the internet. And you think a guy wants to pay to see some boobies or some, when he doesn't have to? You just type in one of the pornography sites and you can see everything on there. So why would a guy want to pay you because you're too lazy to go get a real job. Because OnlyFans is not a job. That's just another way to sell your body. Being a stripper is a job. At least you get good money for that. But the moment where you've got to think that your job's OnlyFans, that's not a job. That's just because you can't get a real job. But like I said, I can live my life without a relationship. I can live my life without friendships because at the end of the day, I'm happy with my own company. And it's funny when people say, oh, I'm married to this person. I'm going to tell you something that you all need to get through your head. You're never married to someone unless there's a wedding certificate. Unless you have a marriage license, you're not married. So stop saying you're married when you're not. Comprende? Capiche? I think you're a dickhead if you think you're married to someone just because you're with someone. At the end of the day, by law, a marriage doesn't count unless there's a marriage certificate. If you don't have a marriage certificate, you're not married. And if you're telling people you are, you're a liar. You're an idiot. You're embarrassing yourself. And that's not reflecting on anyone. I'm just saying a piece of paper shows that you're married. If it says marriage, M word, marriage certificate, not any other certificate, commitment of love, all that bullshit. Marriage certificate means you're married legally by law. If you don't have that, you are not married. So you can live in your fancy fucked up world that you're doing and say that you are, but you know you're not. It doesn't make you any better because at the end of the day, if people knew who you really were, they wouldn't like you. I'm not saying that in reference to anyone. I'm just saying in general, there's a lot of people out there that think because they've been with someone for a long time, 15, 20 years, they're married. It's like, you don't have a certificate to prove it. Or it's bad enough you marry someone after a year. Like, that's just fucked up. Or move in with someone after, what, a month of talking to them? That's stupid. Relationships will never work if you rush it like that. I don't think anyone that gets into a relationship should be engaged or married anytime within a year because you're still getting to know each other or move in. The worst mistake you can do is move in with someone because 24/7 you're going to be in each other's face and you're going to have arguments and it's not going to work. You need space. You need to have the freedom to go out and see your friends, have the freedom to do what you want. And by no means, your partner does not have a right to see your Facebook messages, your private messages, your inbox, your email, your fucking text message on your phone. That's an invasion of privacy. They have no right to ask for it either, because if they trust you, then fine. If they don't, that's their problem. Your privacy. I know like some people that, you message them and the message doesn't go to them, it goes to their partner. It's like, how fucking stupid is that? That's very sad. You shouldn't live your life like that. I mean, shit. I had partners that wanted to control everything I did. And it was like, are you fucking serious? Just because you're a bad person and you're the one that cheats doesn't mean I'm going to do that. At least I can walk away smiling and be happy after a relationship's ended. Because I know that I'm better off without them and I don't need them. But they need someone better than me and they never get better than me. I know a recent relationship where they did so much worse than me and I'm laughing every day. Because I've got everything they want in a partner and their partner has nothing. No looks, no job, no money, no nothing. A bum. A sleaze, a pig. And that's what they want over me. It's okay. Because, whether it's a year from now or 2 years from now, I'm going to have a second house. And at my age, I can be very proud that I've got one paid off already. Fully paid off. Once I get two, I'm sitting comfortably. You know how hard it is waking up every morning not knowing if you're going to be alive the next day? Thinking that you might be forgotten. Because real friends, if they love and care about you like they say, They won't forget about you. They'll message you. You know how hard it is when I talk to some new person and they start being nice to me? It's like, are they nice to me because they want something? Or are they nice to me because they need someone decent in their life? What the fuck? I pressed the wrong button. You know how hard it is to multitask? Um, all the time I say to people, like, well, why do you like me? Oh, you're a nice guy. You're very attractive. It's like, yeah, I hear this stuff all the time. But I do stuff. Tell me something I don't know. What would you be willing to do for me in a friendship? What would you be willing to do for me in a relationship? I know some girls, when they first talk to me, they're like, I just come out of a really bad relationship. Yes, haven't we all? Tell me something I don't know. Tell me something that, will shock me, like, hey, I think you're a really nice guy. We can try it. We can have a friendship, but I'm attracted to you. I would like more. Would you be down for it? Just be straight out honest. If you think that the guy or girl that you're talking to is genuine, you find them attractive and you think they're a good person, don't give them the fucking, I'm not ready to be in a relationship bullshit. Take a fucking chance. Because what if that person is so good and you let them go? You really want them to go into the arms of someone else? Wrap yourself around them so you don't let them go. And then they will make sure that they never let go of you. That's a chance willing to take. I'd take that chance in a heartbeat if someone that was that good. I'd be like, you're too beautiful, stay single. Look, what's happened to me is disgusting. I don't have to address the elephant in the room. I don't have to go on about it. But what happened to me was the most disgusting thing that can happen to any human being. But it doesn't make me think that everyone's going to be like that. I've stayed single for a year and I've been happily enjoying life, not worrying about any money problems, any fucking head bullshit. I'm happy. I found myself. I'm a better person. And I don't give a shit or fuck who anyone dates or who is in their life, because once they're out of my life, it's simple. I don't give a fuck. Can't make me jealous. What? Jealous of what? The next guy you date after me? Because he certainly isn't better than me. And if you downgrade yourself to that low, you're a bad human being. Because there was only one decent human being that I've ever loved in my whole life. And we don't need to go into that story because there's plenty of videos on that here. But being with someone for that long was faithful. She was faithful. She was honest. For years and years, it was almost perfect. But at the end of the day, when you break up with someone, if you do love them and you care about them in any way, no matter how bad they treated you, you don't try to fuck their life up. You don't try to ruin their friendships, their relationships with family. You don't do that. It's better to end peacefully than to be vindictive. You see, I know a lot of my enemies and my exes watch these YouTube vids all the time. How you going? They try to see if I talk about them or anything. I think your problem is, if you're watching this vid and you are an ex, you miss me. You must think your life is so lost without me that you have to every time go on all my social media and try to stalk me, go on other sites that you're not part of but you join up anyway. And it's pretty sad that you're with someone now that is nothing like me. You've downgraded, but you still keep stalking me and watching my vids. What's that tell you? You can't get over me. Because if you did get over me, you wouldn't watch my videos or posts or anything like that. Listen to your head if you have a brain in it. There's something about you that likes me. There's something about you that wants to see me and see what I have to say in post. Maybe for that split second go, oh, I hope he mentions my name. So you can use it against me. I've been playing this game a lot longer than you. I know what I can and can't say. But like I said, friendship is someone that's going to be there for you in good times and bad and not ask you for anything. But if you're a girl that deliberately seeks guys, pretends to like them and flirt with them and that just because you want some money off them or a place to stay, you're not a nice human being. I'm sorry, but if you're a person that is on Facebook seeking that, just someone that can give you money and stuff, you're not a very nice person. Don't mess with someone's heart and head. A guy wouldn't do it. A girl wouldn't want a guy to do it to them, so why can a girl do it to a guy? Why do we live in a world where people are so selfish? If you love and care about someone, you make it obvious. If not a day goes by where I don't think, half the people on Facebook are a bunch of fuckheads. Because at least I would say 30% of them all have OnlyFans and keep, reminding everyone, oh, I have a special on today, 10% off, 5. It's like no one gives a shit about your specials. Nice, decent guys don't pay for that shit. It's the really pathetic losers that pay for pornography. I mean, that's just stupid. And you're offering something that guys can see for free. And I like how they start off with a conversation. Hi, how you going? Hope you're having over there. Oh, can I borrow this off you? And it's like, oh, fuck off. I've blocked so many people just by... I had one person in a week, right, at 3 different times in the week asked me for money. I blocked her. And I was like, really? And then I had an account get added after I blocked her. It was the girl's sister saying, you didn't have to block my sister. And I'm like, she was asking for money. Well, why couldn't you give her some? I'm like, excuse me? Why would I give her some? She'll give you content. I'm like, what do you mean? Oh, like boobs and stuff. I'm like, I don't need to see that. And I said, oh, how old are you both? And when they said they were underage, I was like, oh my fucking God. Are you fucking serious? You're encouraging your young, 15, 16-year-old sister because you're desperate for money to do nudes. And oh my God. I said, you're sick. And you know what they replied back? You're a sick human being for not helping. I'm like, you're promoting underage nudity for money. And it's your own flesh and blood. Oh, and then get this, the other part of that was, but if you give her money, I'll sleep with you. What the fuck? As hairy as my ass crack is right now, what the fuck? Like, seriously? Like, what is wrong with people? But yeah, like I said, you get these fakes on Facebook, Instagram, Bigo, and all that other stuff. A woman, has no respect in herself if she asks people for money that she doesn't know. Because like I said, at the end of the day, just say no. I mean, shit. In the last election, Australia did vote no. And we got called racist because of it. That's another subject for another vid. Trust me on that. I got a lot I can say just on that subject alone. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Shout out to my crew. You know who you guys are. Got a couple of vids coming up. But yeah, just be careful who you align yourself with in a friendship or a relationship. And if you do really love someone or like someone and you think that they could be the one, fuck this bullshit about, I just got out of a relationship. I'm feeling heartbroken and fucking, I don't think I want a relationship, but I just want to be friends. Why not, if you find the guy attractive and you like him and he makes you happy, then fucking take him before anyone else does. And I'll leave it at that. Check the 4 corners of your screen. Check out some of the other vids and I'll talk to you all soon.